คำถามที่ผมอยากจะถามผู้ผลิตเกมฟีฟ่าเลยครับคำถามแรกเลยคืออะไรเป็นหมัดเด็ดที่ฟีฟ่า20 ภาคนี้เตรียมไว้ครับผม
So I think it's one of the biggest years for FIFA. It's a landmark year for FIFA franchise for many reasons. Kantcho will can talk to the gameplay, but I think the most obvious reason it's so big is that we're bringing Volta, the street side of football, back to the game. And for the first time ever, it's in the actual game. It's not a separate product like it was back in the day in street. So it's a huge year for us in many respects, and we really see it as bringing the kind of grassroots of football back to FIFA, because all of our players, their first kick of the ball was not in an 11v11 match, right? It's with your friends, it's with your family, in your backyard, down the park, wherever it is. So it's really kind of about returning the core grassroots of football to the game, and something that all our players can really connect with. So over and above that, it's also something our core players have been asking for a long time. They're like, when are you bringing Street back? So it's great to be able to bring something that everyone's been asking for. But in addition to that, it also offers the opportunity to make the game much more accessible to casual fans, because by its nature of small-sided, it's just much easier to understand.
Yeah.
You don't need to follow a team. You don't need to understand the offside rule. 3v3 with a cage, the ball never goes out, so you learn the game very, very quickly.
In Thailand, it's a very popular.
Oh, there we go. So yeah, so it is, and it's one of these formats that you know really resonates the world over. So I think it's a huge year in that respect, and I think it's the most accessible and, as I say, the biggest version of FIFA we've ever made.
คำถามต่อมานะครับผมอยากรู้ว่าในฟีฟ่า20 ภาคนี้นะครับผมเราจะมีโหมดสร้างมีอะไรที่เราสามารถออกแบบแล้วก็ทำขึ้นมาได้เองบ้างครับผม
So Volta allows creativity like never before. You can now create your look, be it yourself or a character, and then you've got a whole slew of vanity in which you not only put your player in, but you actually play the game in. So tattoos, shoes, socks, shorts, hats, you know, you name it, it's in there. Yeah, everything.
Whoa.
And it's not just for your player, it's for your entire team. So you can really create a team look. So the creativity it brings to the game is huge. And the other part of that is that obviously it also allows genders to play on the same team. So you can now create a woman and play on the same pitch as the male. So it's not just creativity.
It's amazing!
So it's not just creativity in terms of the look, but also we've broken the gender gap and we're now allowed to kind of play men v women. So there's a lot of areas where it's really kind of offered us the opportunity to do things that previously in the 11v11 format we just don't have that opportunity to do. So it's a big year.
คำถามต่อมานะครับผมจากแฟนๆแห่งประเทศไทยเนี่ยฝากผมมาถามผมไม่ลืมแล้วนะครับอยากจะถามว่าฟีฟ่า20เนี่ยเป็นไปได้มากน้อยแค่ไหนที่โหมดโปรคัพนะครับผมที่แฟนๆคนไทยหลายคนชอบเล่นกันมากเลยเนี่ยมันจะเป็นโหมดที่สามารถแข่ง e-sport ได้ในระดับที่ในประเทศไทยจัดหรือ EA จัดเองครับผม
We will make more announcements around pro clubs in soon. Unfortunately, we're only here to talk about Volta and gameplay, but we will be announcing features around pro clubs and career mode. I think it's in a couple of weeks. But one of the things to point out about Volta, because people might be worried that in order to create Volta, we've taken away from other parts of the game, but we haven't. We've actually added a whole bunch of team members to bring Volta to it. So we will make announcements around career mode and pro clubs in a few weeks, but it is the normal full-size team that have been working on that. So don't worry if you're thinking, because we put Volta in, we haven't done as much in those areas. We have.
คำถามต่อมานะครับผมคำถามที่อยากจะถามผู้สร้างฟีฟ่า20นี้นะครับอยากจะถามว่าทำไมเราถึงต้องเล่นเกมฟีฟ่า20มันมีดีอะไรยังไงบ้างครับผม
So we have so many new things in gameplay. Basically, we want to make football in FIFA more intelligent. We've done that by 3 ways: off the ball, on the ball, and the ball itself. So with the ball, we've rewritten physics. So now the ball looks much more like real football. It bounces correctly. When it hits the players, it's much more natural. And then on the ball, you can dribble now using the new strafe dribble with L1. You can go sideways, you can go backwards. Added many new animations so you can be more agile when you're dribbling with the ball. Now, countering that with the defender, you have the jockey, new jockey with the left trigger. So super responsive jockeying to counter the new attacking. We've added new free kicks, and then off the ball is the big change. So much more composed and calm for all your teammates. So now, you know, they're more spread out. they're more like in real football. It's kind of like they're conserving their energy and making runs when they really have to. So now it's like more like the real football when you watch FIFA playing.
And on top of all that, we've also got obviously Volta. I mean, all that he just said was predominantly 11-11. There's a whole other side of the game now that we've obviously brought, which is Volta as well. So lots of reasons. And if you're maybe a casual fan, this really is the year to get into football, into FIFA because of the Volta. It makes it that much more accessible.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Thank you.